You have light inside of you, meaning you have a huge capacity for love. And you, as mom, have an enormous capacity to overhaul and transform anything in your life, in your family, that feels separate from love. Okay? You have that ability, you have that potential. What I wanted to just pop in and talk about for a moment is sort of life before being connected to love and life after being connected to love, and share a little something that I did with my family this morning with my kids that was really fun that you can do. You might want to do something like this with yours. And if you missed it on Valentine's Day, you can always do it anytime this week. I really am a big fan of stretching holidays to be a week, not so that I have more work to do, like you might think, but so that we can be in the atmosphere of celebration, in the atmosphere of love, in the atmosphere of connection. I am a therapist and coach helping moms to live free of overwhelm. And what that means in emotional language is to live in connection with their hearts. And it's something that motherhood really taught me and opened up for me. And I think I was someone who used to feel that Valentine's Day was cheesy or stupid or Hallmark created, and really that was just kind of the explanation that I had for why I wasn't feeling so open to love and so open to connection. And some of you may be there too. That may resonate for you. And I just, if this speaks to you, just do listen in, fully join the conversation. My deep knowing is that when our hearts are closed, we do all kinds of things to not feel because it's scary. It's mostly just fear in there. So we don't want to tune in. We don't want to listen. We don't want to slow down, for heaven's sake, because if we do, it can feel scary in there, and our fears or worries or anxiety come rushing in. And the heart is the biggest magnet in the body. So the heart center or energy center of the heart, or the place where you connect with love, with your life force energy, with love, that divinity, that truth of who you are. You know, we often feel that here. A lot of the women who reach out to me for help to ask if I can help them to change what they're feeling are feeling a tightness or a tension here, and that may be where you are. You might feel a tightness or a constriction here. You might feel like I don't have time for that. I don't have time to slow down. And all of these are things we do when our hearts are not known to us, when they're not open, when we're not comfortable in that realm because we don't know how to create safety enough to drop into the heart or into presence and into feeling what's here. So this morning, just to share a bit from my life with you, this morning I sat down. My kids are homeschooled, and my husband does that. He manages that, and we all sat down together. And typically I'm just working all day, but I was a guest teacher in the school today, and I just sort of missed going into their classrooms for events and things. Now that they're homeschooled and we see each other a lot, I thought it might be fun to do something silly. So anyway, we went in and we started the day with just a heart-centered, a practice of having them feel their vibration of their heart, and to tune into the stillness. This is a lot of some of draws from some of what I do with my clients, teaching them to be, sort of step into presence and connect with themselves. But we tune into the vibration of the heart, and it was so beautiful because this is something that I haven't done with them, at least in a while, and it was so beautiful to just have the kids tell me what they felt when they went inward, when they felt what was going on inside of their hearts, and what was the vibration feeling like. So vibration can be thoughts, it can be feelings, it can be all kinds of things. We go deep into this in Awakened Motherhood, but it's a part of the path toward wholeness. It's part of the path toward healing old wounds. It's part of the path of stepping into your authentic light, your authentic power. Once we did that, then we started just kind of getting into the love vibration, into that sense of what love is and what our hearts are trying to show us and teach us. And from there, we did a beautiful activity of just staying in that stream of what we're what we're feeling so thankful for, and what the heart shows us. And that might be a feeling, it might be a memory that you have that makes you feel so safe and loved. And these are all the things that the heart is. The heart is, it's what makes you feel safe and protected and loved. Um, it's that memory you have of one time in your life where you were wrapped up in safety and protection, or you felt really truly happy or free. And you may have to reach for a little bit to find a memory like that. You may have to really get into stillness to do it. But once you connect with it, you're connecting with your heart. And then it's really beautiful to just follow where that leads you. And I did this with my kids, and we wrote on the hearts. Like, each heart had one kind of word or feeling or memory or vision or dream, and we connected them, and we made beautiful art around the house. And it's something you can do any day of the year. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, but on this day of love, it really will, you really will notice where you are in your experience with love. You will really notice, and things will be highlighted. If you are far from love, like the places where you feel hurt, the places where you feel disrespected, where you feel unloved, that will maybe be magnified today. And so it can be a very sad day for people who are living in that space of, this is all there is for me, believing those lies, those beliefs and those lies that say this is all there is, you can't have more. If you've fallen into the trap of believing those things that make you feel bad or limited or hurt, or like you don't have any choice, just know those are all lies. None of that is love. And what you are at your essence is pure love. What I am at my essence is pure love. That's not what comes out all the time, but it is what we are in every cell of our being. There is a light that vibrates, but for many of us, we've forgotten that. For many of us, we think that we are flesh and blood only. We think that we are ego only. We think that we are here to make stuff happen, to control stuff, and fear's in charge of us. And that's such a lie that so many people live in every day, and that's kind of all they ever know in this earth. And if there's one thing that I really want to spread the word on, it's that you have light inside of you, meaning you have a huge capacity for love, and you as mom have an enormous capacity to overhaul and transform anything in your life, in your family, that feels separate from love. Okay, you have that ability, you have that potential in your reality. You may not know how to get there, and that's where our teachers come in, our guides come in. That's where we hire the coaches or the experts to help us. It's where we read things and absorb the knowledge that we crave, and where we listen to our inspirational YouTube things that we do. Some of you may do that. Or the music that raises your vibration, or why we stand in nature and remember that we're connected to so much more than just this shell that we live in for a time. And if you feel your soul is in pain, if you feel you are feeling the wounds of the past that have not healed, and you feel called into something by that, then absolutely, connect with me. I can help you to sort out if that is something that I can help you with, and we'll talk about what that looks like. If it's something else and you're not sure what you're being guided to, I just encourage you to do what I did with my kids this morning, and really just sit and drop into your heart space and listen. Do it tonight after the kids go to bed, or close your bedroom door, lock it at a certain point, and just drop into a space of connection with one simple intention: to feel your heart, to listen to your heart, to connect with your heart there. Because you guys, there's a lot of noise. And when we buy into those lies that we're thinking, we will stay stuck. Another decade will go by easily, like this. Another decade of buying into limiting limitations. Another decade of thinking, I'm wounded, I'm broken, so I can't have what I want. And then your kids will have graduated and have left. And it's like, today is the time. Mostly what people are doing is wasting their energy on trying to control people, environment, partner, behaviors that we don't have control there. We don't have power there. Where you have power is in how you show up, and the mom you're being, and the love in your heart. And when you tap into that, there's nothing more powerful. Your magnet comes on, and the electricity of your thoughts, and you match those things together. What you're manifesting in your reality is what you're feeling inside. Once you get that cleaned up and you're feeling true love, connection, high standards, expectations of respect, of love, of cooperation, and are able to give that to the people in your life, everything does change accordingly. This new perspective and paradigm shift in motherhood, it doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be hard. Our beliefs will tell us so, but it just is not true. It's a matter of having crappy beliefs and just sort of regurgitating what was shown to us in by our models, and we're creating a new way of having motherhood on our terms. That means respectful, loving, slow, enjoyable, delicious, fun, restful, all those things we can have, you can have. They're available to all of us. So please do leave your comments and share with me what you're doing for this Valentine's Day, or if you do the activity, let me know how it goes for you. I can't wait to hear about that. And just sending you big, big love and big hugs on this Valentine's Day.